we'll see you at the finish line. And 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this has been a while, so I don't know how this is going to go. I'm sorry for the backlog, by the way. There's like probably 10 of these I have to do. But I'll get around to it, you know. My life doesn't revolve around creating content for literally no money. I just do this because it's kind of fun. Anyway, okay, so what are we doing? This is driveway week number 3, okay? So we lost the first driveway, we got second, we won the second one, that's great. Now it's Speed Loop. So Speed Loop is the ultimate sprinters course. There is like a small like hill that's like up a hairpin, and that's about it. So everything else is just pan fucking flat. So you can see Preston there, he's in the championship jersey, and we're just fucking riding. There's like attacks going here and there. There's Chris Carlson, he's really strong and old. He's like 56 or something, but he fucking mops the floor with other sprinters. He's won like most field sprints. Will he win today's? We'll find out. But anyway, there's a small break up the road. You know, it's really hard to stick a break here. You have to have probably like 6 guys, or it'd be like really fucking wet, and like everyone working together. Usually you can't have more than like one other teammate with you too, otherwise like everyone's just like, oh, I'm not gonna work, and then like, you know, just field sprints. This is that uphill, a little chicane. I go pretty hard on the inside there. Grayson Kepler there, there's Zach Stein, he's gonna go, there's Evan as well. You know, everyone's kind of represented there, so I was like, I should get there. But yeah, I mean, these races, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's a fun course because I win a lot here, but it's also like, I don't know, you can't really make it super interesting. I try and just like go with everything though, so that's kind of what we're doing here, because it's still like 3 weeks into crit racing, and like I don't think most people have had their legs like kind of really shaken out, especially with driveway, and like everyone thinks they can win Speed Loop because it's so easy. You get like, you know, dads in here thinking they can fucking win against me, which is impossible. I have no children, and therefore nothing holding me back. But power delay here, oopsie doodle. Oh yeah, my shit was cutting all out during this shit. I had like some broken ass Wahoo. So yeah, sorry about that. Speed seems to work fine, but like power was just like out. So it was like, you know, speed or, you know, time. I don't know. This is whack. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty much like trying to be represented in all the moves. I mean, again, driveway is sort of like a training crit. It's, you know, the big season stuff is coming up, so you want to test your legs and, you know, just go with everything. Here's a Wildlife Generation guy too. He was down here racing for a little bit. I think that was TC and a few other people, but we're, you know, really just trying to keep everyone in a fucking, or at least have every single move at least have like 1, but ideally 2 riders. I think we usually roll up to these with like 5 riders, so it makes no sense to have like 5 people sitting in the field if we can send 2. So that's kind of the thing that's going on here. But yeah, I'm just kind of, I don't know, doodling around. I'm definitely not going 23 miles an hour. It's a lot faster than that. There we go. It's more like 30. You can get close to 30 miles an hour here, like for an hour crit. It's like 29.9, I think is the closest I've seen. Maybe a little bit closer, but you know, one day you guys have fucking horsepower, a lot of doped up masters. But yeah, we're coming up on like the final lap here, because like I could record this whole thing, but it's like the same shit over and over again on Speed Loop. Like it's just, oh, a couple people go up the road, Elbows closes it down. A couple people go up the road, Elbows gets in, someone else closes it down, or it gets too big and people start working. So, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and watch this monotony. I don't know who this is. Sorry, I'm like looking around a fucking ring light to try and like figure out what this is. Oh, Tanner, that's who was in town. What was he here for? There's a stage race this upcoming weekend. So Tanner Ward's like Colin Strickland 2.0. I you don't want to say. He's like just fucking strong as shit. Not much of a sprinter, but like really good fucking just rider. And I think he was in town to do that. But so now we're getting into the fun times, which is what do you call it? I think we're in 2 laps to go. Maybe we're going into 2 laps to go here. So like anything, you know, I come to the front way fucking late. We have quite a few guys up here. You see Zach there. I think that's Stefan up front. There's Carlson. He's actually a world champion. But yeah, I think we're gonna roll into, yeah, this is going into 1 to go here. There's actually a crash right here, like right behind me, which was, you know, a little disconcerting. You're like, oh cool, exactly what I want to fucking hear. Just shattering carbon. But Grayson's there. Grayson's fast man. I don't know if I'm really worried about this race. Like, it'd really just be, I think, Grayson and like 1 or 2 other people. And so, you know, I'm kind of like, well, I gotta get to the front because I was looking. This is a funny little thing coming up here, because I actually, like, I don't want to say I fucked up. I was trying to get to my teammate's wheel, and there was a guy. God, he's gonna kill me because I forget his name again. It's Brady, not Brady. Oh fuck, he tells me his name every time. I'm so ignorant. But I'm trying to get on my teammate's wheel, and he will not let it go. So actually, what I do is I tell Zach to move left, but he doesn't hear me, because if I move, or if he moves left, then I automatically get the wheel. He gets pushed off it unless he really wants to bump, which he actually does start like bumping me, and I'm like, okay, this, you know, it's his driveway, it's speed loop. I really don't care. But there's there's still a long way to go with speed loop. Like, you can, I don't know. This is pretty much ideal, is to be 3 wheels back right here, because people would just fly up beside you, and people tend to make the mistake of going out really long here, because it does start going pretty fast. This is not 20 miles an hour. We were going way faster than that. It should spike up here in a second. But so now the guy that was trying to bump me off is like, he's gonna be fucked. He's, you know, Zach's sprinting as hard as he can, and that guy's fucked. Now Carlson's going. He's leading out. What do you call it? One of the border fields here. I actually come unclipped, which kind of fucked me up, and so I have to, like, at 40 or, you know, 38 miles an hour, come unclipped, jump back on his wheel, and just for a split second to get a draft, and then I have to take the long ass route, which is the worst, but I do win, so, you know, there's that. I think I'm crazy. It pops up. It's like you go like 43 miles an hour on this course, so it's pretty sick. I think I'm yelling a lot. This is my first driveway win of the year, and our, you know, our streak continues. But yeah, it's a pretty fun one. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's a win. I'm hyped on it. First win of the year. Bye.